Okay, so I'm just showing you now a finished example of these wire and paper tissue sculptures that we're going to make. And now some half finished examples. I've just started putting some tissue paper onto these ones, but as you can see they're just as sturdy, and that's due to the wire framework, which I'm going to show you how to make. Okay, so this is the wire frame that you will need to make to start off with. It's not wobbling around too much, it's nice and strong. Okay, so I'm just starting off with 2 pieces of wire. Make sure they're straight and not bent, and they haven't got any folds in the wire. And then you're going to pinch really quite hard in between your thumb and finger, and then twist with your other hand. This is something that you need to remember throughout making these. Pinch and twist. Pinch hard and twist. And then that way they're going to be sturdy as you're making it, and it's not going to start to unravel. With any excess bits that you have, you can fold them back over and twist them into the wire frame, and that's only going to make it even stronger. Once you have your framework, you can start to reinforce this frame by adding pieces of wire going across it. You can have pieces going across both directions, making sure you pinch and twist to attach it. You may have to loop the wire through certain holes, and be careful not to fold or bend the wire too much when you're feeding it through a gap in the structure. Remembering the rule to pinch and twist every time to make sure that it's strong and it's not going to unravel, like I said. So here I'm just pinching and twisting, adding wire going in both directions. It's meeting in the middle, and then again I'm pinching and twisting to wrap it around the middle and looping it through certain gaps in the structure, carefully pulling the wire through. You have to remember, once you've folded the wire too much, it's quite tricky to get any folds out of it, so be careful not to do that to try and get it through these gaps. Here I'm pinching again and twisting again. So just carry on with creating more and more wires going across the structure to reinforce that strength and stop it from wobbling around. Eventually you should be able to shake your wire structure around and it won't move at all or wobble around. Also, another thing to remember is once you've created this structure, you can bend it and change the shape to however you may want it to look. After you've got your initial flat structure, you can start to add a 3D element to it. I recommend adding a bridge or a curve from one corner to the other lengthways. Here I did it widthways first, but I realised after I had done that lengthways was better, and that way it's easier to attach the wires going in the opposite direction when it comes to adding those in. So you start off with a lengthways bridge, and then you can start to add curved wires going in the opposite direction, and then attaching them as you go along in the middle. Now I've added quite a few curved bridges with my wire going across in the other direction, so widthways, so one big long one down the middle lengthways, and then I've attached quite a few going widthways and spaced them out equally. Continuing to remember to pinch and twist very firmly. I have now begun to add more wires going lengthways, so you can see these little square holes. And here's the final result, which I'll pass around the class.